Dutch destroying it with a well-placed few nasty words.
I forgot about that.
That was pretty great.
We told my parents about that. They thought it was hilarious. They're gonna start listening, by the way.
Oh, hey, we've got our first listeners, and it's Bayli's parents.
First subscribe.
To Bayli's parents, sub to us on Patreon. Pledge that like $8 a month support.
Smash that like button.
Thanks. Just.
Oh, you said breast.
She has.
Your parents can't watch this.
Yeah, sorry, Bayli's parents. This is what you're signing up for.
I gave them a disclaimer. My mom said it's fine. She hears us through the door.
Scientifically learning how to do orange justice. What did we become?
Hey, welcome back.
Oh no! I just name dropped. I didn't mean to do that.
I'll censor it.
But there's this dude who knows, like, we were making a joke. I'm sorry that I have to do this.
No, it's important.
We were making a joke that's his idol movement, to where, you know how characters are like, what?
Oh,
He will just
yeah.
walk up to someone and, like, as soon as he stops moving, it's just...
That's so great.
Until he starts moving again.
I remembered what I was gonna do.
Yay.
Alright, okay, I like stood up like 10 minutes ago to go do something, forgot what I was doing, made somebody a bagel, and then came back, and now I remember. Be right back. Anyway, I truly believe that to be the quintessential D&D podcast intro. You won't find better content out there at all. Critical Role? Nah. Adventure Zone? Nah. Get on our level. Welcome to Session 0, people. Okay, so.
7, 10, 11, 13, 12.
When we last left off,
Oh, amazing.
the party had just made its way back from killing a griffin, arriving in the town to enjoy its festivities. That I was intending for him to sit there, so I figured Levi would get that sword.
I had to fuck up the feng shui.
I
Yeah.
did not decide to do this. This is his fault.
Well, this is what happens when you guys move 3 feet across my room. Anyway.
I can't.
All right. So, they had successfully made their way back. Having discovered, as Kepesk climbed up on a wall, immediately being blown off of it, that the gargoyle that they had recently released from a nearby cave had come back to wreak havoc upon the town as it destroyed one of the center fountains in one of the main areas. As they eventually cleaned up, Dutch destroying it with a well-placed few nasty words.
I forgot about that.
That was pretty great.
We told my parents about that. They thought it was hilarious. They're gonna start listening, by the way.
Oh, hey, we've got our first listeners, and it's Bayli's parents.
First subscribe.
To Bayli's parents, sub to us on Patreon. Pledge that like $8 a month support.
Smash that like button.
Thanks. Leave a
parents.
comment down in the like
Sorry.
section below. All right. Eat the bagel faster. Eat it faster. Now, go, eat, consume. All right. So,
Read. Oh, we're recording.
yes, as you guys enjoyed a nice evening's rest, waking the next morning in your separate rooms.
Did we go back to bed?
18th.
Yes, it's now the 18th
Yes.
of February approximately, and
Korea.
what? Oh yes.
Yes.
You stupid bitch.
So, as you awaken to a new morning, what would you like to do?
Ooh,
I want to wake up Simon.
What?
Okay. As you head out, Simon, you hear a knock at your door as eventually, without asking permission, you, as Dutch arrives in
Oh
your
yeah, I
room.
was under the bed.
Yeah.
Wait, can I?
Which bed? You're under my bed?
Yeah, I was under your bed.
I would like to, as you said, just like both hands stride and like try to slide through the door, but like I want my foot to catch like a why can't I? A floorboard. There we go.
You can just describe that as happening.
Okay, so I trip over a floorboard as I come in, but then I steady myself, and I'm equally as good.
It's pretty glorious as you just kind of like, hello.
I'm gonna skitter out violently from under the bed
God.
and like.
Oh, when you crawl under there, I'm not doing my voice back.
I always sleep under your bed.
Oh.
As you recall, the previous night there were limited number of rooms.
Oh.
One of them being already taken.
Okay.
As you guys had to share
I
rooms.
sleep under your bed.
This is like the first time this happened.
Yikes.
Oh, no mind.
Breakfast.
That sounds good.
Cool. I'm just.
All right, as you all head to breakfast, Axel, hearing the commotion, joins you as you together make your way
He's
up to the bar.
invited.
We didn't burst into his room.
No NPCs allowed. As you guys make your way to the front of the bar, you see that there's basically no patrons here. There's like one or two stragglers, and there is a corner currently occupied by the party that you saw when you exited Succumber for the first time.
That one. The Western Stairway.
Yeah, as
Okay.
you want to look them over.
Yes, because.
Okay. As you look over, you do see the same somewhat dirty blonde, short hair, human male with like simple half plate armor and a red cloak over it, with very clearly a sword and shield on his back. There is also towering next to him is a large goliath type male with hide and furs kind of all across him, with a great sword by his side as he's just kind of like resting on it. Immediately next to that there is a dwarvish, seems to be garbed in kind of brown robes with white trim in places, with a holy symbol around his neck.
A dwarvish? Is he a dwarf?
He's a dwarf.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a dwarven male.
Okay.
Next to the human, there is immediately next to him a figure kind of in a dark cloak. It appears to be female. She has a bow on her back, and next to her is a blonde, somewhat elven woman who, just judging by her garb, she has like a bit of a flower crown, but it's kind of askew. She's looking kind of a mess. She's clearly like very hungover, but as you see, all of them are just glaring daggers at you.
Oh.
Can
I not? I would like Dutch to not process that for a second, because and just he just cheery, like wide-eyed, cheeky grin, just like ting, and just kind of like stare at them for a good second and take in all the information that you just said, and then be like, oh wait, they're glaring at me.
Also the blonde-haired elven woman, she does have like a skew flower crown and has like essentially like wrappings around her breast area, and has just
Oh, you said breast.
she has.
Your parents can't watch this.
Yeah, sorry, Bailey's parents. This is what you're signing up for. As she's got like, she's not wearing a lot of clothes. She just has a lot of like natural elements to her outfit. as Dutch increases his gaze's intensity towards the elven. As she's not wearing a lot of clothes and has like leaves and things kind of woven into her clothes.
It's horrible.
I want to buy them all drinks.
Okay.
Just kind of like just sit down with like the group, my group, and then like they're hungover drinks. What's a good thing for hangovers?
Axel told me.
Eggs.
Eggs, yeah, that.
Eggs, like
Also,
cooked or just like
peppermint
raw eggs?
tea. Well, no, you should probably cook them. They're good with cheese.
Wait, how many people were there? 6? Were there 6 people at the table?
There's at the opposite table there are 5.
5? Okay. I'm gonna lean over.
There's the 2 females and then the 3 males.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the bartender to be like 5, cheese and egg omelets and 5 peppermint teas for that table.
He kind of gives you a curious look, but nonetheless, just kind of nods
And
to
also, the same for us.
you, as he leaves. And
You're buying 9 breakfasts right now.
as he,
That guy and I.
It's for the lovelies.
as you great, don't do that. It's gonna break. That's what happened to the shotgun.
That's the most Kepesk thing to do, though.
It is pretty Kepesky. As after quite some time, the bartender arrives, shilling out the eggs and tea for all of you, and eventually goes back to the kitchen for a few more minutes, and then heads over to their table, arriving with the 2 small platters of food. Seems to have a brief interaction with them, and then walks back to the kitchen.
Oh no!
Wait, without giving the food?
Without giving the food.
Can I have the food?
Do you want to stop the bartender? And,
Yes.
Like, all right, you just kind of like, it's like, I don't get it, and he just kind of gives you now have, twice as many servings of eggs and peppermint tea.
I take I'm gonna take the extra 5th one.
Okay. As you were very stuffed by the end of it, and he just kind of comes back over. 2 gold, 6 silver.
Okay, I give him that.
Okay. As you enjoy your breakfast, eventually the group gets up and walks out.
Wait, can I say something?
They're you can if they walk past your table.
I just like, depending on where they are, I just want to say like, it was a gesture, by the way.
As they kind of as they walk.
I don't like
past
when
you.
people don't like me. Okay.
Understandable.
Daddy didn't love me.
As you pass the Goliath, the last to walk out.
Oh god, I forgot there was a Goliath.
As he just kind of, his big hulking steps just slightly shaking the foundation, as he just kind of looks to you with just ire in his face, as he's just, we're the dominant party here, and immediately is like hooked by the female figure in the back. Like, Saber, come on! As he just and is pulled by this female as they're.
Daddy doesn't play nice to being dominated.
Oh,
Daddy,
my parents are gonna listen.
Sorry, Bailey's parents. I'm sorry.
You can't let this happen.
I've done all that I could to raise them right, and I failed.
I gave them a disclaimer. My mom said it's fine. She hears us through the door.
Oh yikes! All right.
Like you yelling about how sexually mature you
Yeah.
are.
All right. Shut up.
Wait,
Shut up. Great.
Clerics are
Okay.
clerics are-
I gotta cut this. This can't stay.
No, it has to.
All right. I'll think about it. Anyway, so as this group
Can I
heads out.
angrily like chug a peppermint tea and then probably be like, ugh.
Yeah, that is exactly what happens. As chugging tea is not advisable.
Gotta sip it slowly.
However, what remains of any alcoholic remnants in your system are completely expunged. So, as you guys finish enjoying your breakfast, what would you like to do?
Well,
As you can kind of see, the bartender is just like currently looking around at his stock, like you've pretty much exhausted him of most of his supplies, as he's just looking
I'll
around.
slide him another gold for his troubles.
Because he's just kind of like, put it on your tab, takes it.
Don't we have, like, quests?
Contract?
Several. Who has
Oh,
those?
what was that?
When,
Oh wait, no.
when are we supposed to return to?
Tomorrow.
Okay.
I've been keeping count, don't worry.
Alright.
Let's go find that half cow thing.
What?
Remember they stole like half a cow?
Didn't you do that? Wasn't that you?
No, that was a sheep.
Was it?
I ate
It
a sheep.
was.
I ate the sheep.
Sure. I'll take your word for it. Let's move.
Oh.
As you guys you exit the bar. Okay.
Alright.
You exit the bar.
Did you
It's
eat a sheep?
Listen. You don't. Shh. Let's go.
all right. As you see the The town is beginning to bustle a little bit more today. There is some commotion, which I will now simulate.
Ooh.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
Is there an
Bless you.
equivalent to newspapers? Did newspapers exist?
No.
Not until like the 1800s.
The town caller.
Crier.
The cry.
Was that a
This
thing?
is a
Screamer.
small town.
Oh.
Generally, it's so small that 99% of the time news travels by word of mouth.
Could I stop a random person on the street and ask them what's been going on lately?
What's been going on lately?
As you stop, just like the most wrinkled old lady possible.
Grandma? What? Who are you?
My name is Dutch. I've just been a traveler here, and I've been wondering what's been happening lately. You seem like a woman of your time.
What's that supposed to mean?
As in, you've aged well. I can barely tell.
Oh, shush. Well, you know, it's quiet. They've had a sale on figs.
On figs?
Yes.
Nice.
Graham's stall is doing nicely. What? Do I know you?
You're my grandma.
What? You're a big fella.
It's like her eyes are so like
I'm
narrow
gonna
that
give her like a real big hug.
I know. I just don't.
and she whacks you with her like cane.
She's like, get off me.
I would like to briskly walk away.
Anyway, you were saying.
As you're not there,
Oh.
as Axel is just like bye. just kind of
I'm gonna try and do my best axe impersonation, or not axe, sorry, Dutch impersonation.
So do it.
Okay.
What are you gonna say? Uh-oh.
What do you say?
Are you trying to make fun of me?
We have to go now.
Make a performance check with triple disadvantage. This is the first time I'm going to instate that.
Christ.
I've decided officially that triple advantage and disadvantage will be.
My lowest was a 10. Sorry. Okay, so I think 9? 9.
All right.
Wait, no. What was it? Performance?
She's kind.
Yeah, no.
Oh, there you are.
Jesus,
What do you want?
I rolled a 15, a 13, and a 10.
It's fair to assume that her approximate current age is deceased. This is just kind of like you think maybe she's just like small, but she's actually taking a look at her. She's probably just a halfling. But she's pretty shriveled, even for a halfling. She's just kind of like,
What? Why are you wasting my time?
Goodbye,
Let's go.
grandmother.
What?
Farewell.
Children these days.
and just kind of slowly slowly shambles away.
Just
slowly.
Just steps down into a grave. As she walks away. As you guys,
I actually
would you like to
didn't.
do?
I thought that might work because we never know.
where would you like to go?
Okay. What are the details of the contract?
I totally know.
Do you have them?
Wait.
I have the names.
Okay.
I remember.
If you have a contract, then I need to technically sign up for that contract so I get money because I'm not in this relationship without money.
Oh yeah, we should
Actually,
go to the Adventures Guild.
You would know this, being a fairly seasoned adventurer, is that you would count as a third party in terms of the contract, and they could decide that you were helpful enough in order to give a portion of the proceeds.
Wait, the party could or the adventurers
The
guild?
party.
Scrap. I didn't say that. Reverse. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you would know that. So the details of the... Excuse me, I got a lot of pages in here. The details... I have too many pages in here.
Fuck.
That's something that always gets me about Matt Mercer, is that like he moves like 2 pages and then he has exactly what he needs. I've got like 18.
He has
I don't know how he
actual magical item.
I think he does. Okay.
The Book of Holding.
So, let's see. You completed the
Kindle.
Lost Child.
It's a Kindle. You're right. Oh no.
The one about the cow that you were talking about. Good folk, recently my prized heifer was taken from my fields during the night by what looked to be 2 decrepit women. Problem is, they took the front half of the cow. The old coots, find the old coots and make them pay 45 gold reward.
So I wouldn't know who these people are.
Guys, I think
You've seen that quest, but elected not to take
Well,
it.
I wouldn't know about the end trail of tears.
You would not.
Okay.
I
You would
think
not know about that.
maybe we're going on a large-scale adventure tomorrow. We're going to be in more danger than we ever have been. I think maybe we shouldn't take on a new quest today.
Are you a pussy?
Do you want to check the...
Do you actually say that?
Yes.
Don't talk to him like that.
What?
I apologize.
Where-
Do you
Alright.
not have the balls?
Where are you guys?
Look, I
That's-
just
I think we're in
thought-
like town square, right? Or not town square.
Center
but,
town?
like, in the Senate, right?
Center town. Okay.
I can scratch that.
I just think it might be best to conserve our energies. He's clearly like kind of intimidated.
As you guys are just kind of like huddling in the middle,
What you doing?
You're there. As after a few moments, you are at a certain point. You Simon, you feel a slight tug at the back of your shirt. Turn around. You see standing there is what at first sight appears to what once was a silver dragonborn is now more gray than silver. He looks fairly aged. As you take a look at him. You know what? Hang on a
Say
second.
he's
Okay, anyway. As he just kind of pulls on your shirt, as you turn around, he is wearing simple clothes that seem to be it seemed to be at one time pretty nice clothes, like almost like a suit, like custom tailored for him, but now it's had some wear and tear. As he's wearing just kind of a wide brimmed brown hat. It's basically, who's that guy? Pharrell Williams. He's wearing a Pharrell Williams hat.
Okay.
It's huge. It's way too big for his head, and you can see he's pulling a cart that seems to have other similar semi-ridiculous hats on it. As he's just coming up to you.
Hello there, young boy. I see that you are interested in hats. Would you mind taking a look at Artoria Salazar's wonderful selection?
Sure.
Wondrous!
As he just kind of like wheels around, just sets down his cart.
Can I be interested? Can I check out?
Yeah, absolutely. As you take a look at this, you see like berets and fedoras and like that Robin Hood hat that's like kind of like a cap, like whatever that is. You see like ye old Stetsons. You see a few classic like wizardy type hats. You see a few nightgown caps. Just any kind of hat basically that you can think of is likely on this cart in several different shades. Most of them in fairly vibrant colors. Yes.
Can I have snapbacks?
No. Please no.
Oh damn it. Oh.
well. Okay.
I'm sorry I've caused turmoil.
All right. There is one snapback. There is one snapback. It's kind of like silvery on top and just kind of has a black rim to it. It's very, very much unbent. Pretty
Can
classic.
I tell if any of them are magical in nature?
Make an Arcana check.
When Kepesk notices, he's going to immediately say, Renom, Svaon now, Tir Wux Tir, which means in Draconic, cousin, how do you do?
Oh!
Guzzy! Let's go bowling.
I loved that game.
That's great. Well done. I thought you were speaking German for a moment. Just like all embrace each other. As he just kind of looks to you, and he responds in Draconic, just
I see. Oh, a lizardfolk. I see. I don't see many of you around, especially not in. Forgive my verbiage. Civilized locations such as this, but you are welcome. Actually, I have a few hats that are more specifically suited for people with our head shape, as of course.
as he removes his hat, and it's kind of like there's like a few places where essentially his scales are balding.
Yeah, I'm missing a scale or two.
Yeah, he's a fairly old dragonborn. He just kind of like tips his hat. Let me show you, and he shows you like a few other things. He shows you the other side of the card. He's just kind of like lifts up a section of it, as some of the hats are just like, poof, a couple of them fall to the ground. Just, he picks them up and puts them back on.
This guy's awesome.
As you take a look, there's like a couple different things that are more akin to helmets rather than actual hats. You see one that's it's almost like a muzzle where it kind of fits over the front of the face, but it's got like snarling jaws kind of in it in various like fabrics. It's very very intricately designed.
How much is it?
You see a few other ones. There's like a particular one that's more of like a chin guard that's just kind of like ridged and it's just kind of like a
beard bib,
yeah, a little bit.
Or not bib, but like a beard net that they have for like people who work at like.
Yeah, you see one that's kind of like a rhinoceros front. A couple of like intricate ones. One that's like kind of shaped like an alligator. This one I think you might appreciate, as he shows you the alligator one.
It's a little derogatory, but really interesting design with this one. What do you think?
I'll take it.
All right. Most hats are 2 silver.
As he just kind of hands that to you, as
I
you.
have 1 silver.
Okay.
And 66 gold.
Can I give him a silver?
Sure. As he covers the cost of it. Axel will just kind of like, you guys don't see anything, but Axel slips the guy 2 silver and just kind of like goes back to just kind of looking at the hats.
Alright, I rolled a 19 on my Arcana check.
Okay. You suspect that could he tell that that's what you were looking for? This guy would respond with,
"The only thing magical about these is the design."
there is nothing arcane particularly about this.
Just don't want to buy any cursed hats.
That voice is so familiar, and it's like the exact match to a character I've heard before, not from like D&D, but from like pretty sure on a Harry Potter Wii game it was one of the doors. That's weirdly specific, but it's really good.
Yeah, well, I mean,
just wanted to say that.
I appreciate it. Thank you for telling me I sound like a door. Great. Thanks.
Is it alright to try them on?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna grab the Robin Hood hat and put it on Dutch.
Okay.
Ow, I hurt my jaw.
What color? There's like a red, a green, a
what
yellow.
color's your outfit?
It's like a
Gay
dark
color.
blue. It's blue-ish centric.
I was imagining gold for some reason.
Well,
It's
yeah,
appropriate.
blue and gold.
Alright, so what
Elements of
colors
that.
are there?
There's immediately before you see 3 basically identical ones.
Just like a white and gold. Like,
There's a red one with a little like blue, like kind of like a pom-pom thing on the top.
Yo, I
There's a green one with a yellow, and there's a yellow one with a blue pom-pom.
Oh, is there one with a feather?
They all feathers.
What?
Oh.
Wait, pom-pom? I'm not picturing this very well.
Um,
I'm sorry.
So basically imagine basically the Robin Hood hat, but like in the center there's at the center of the top of the head there's just a little like frill, not a frill, but just a little like
poof.
a little poof of color, yes.
We'll grab
like
the one
down.
without the poof.
Along with the feathers, which are also appropriate colors. They all have the same poof.
Oh, they
Yeah,
all
so
have one.
They're identical except for color.
Blue.
All right, so the
one with the blue.
yellow with blue.
Yeah.
Okay, as you are presented with a Robin Hood hat with a blue pom pom and blue feather, it just kind of places it on you.
You look rather dashing, I must say. It suits you well.
Could I say right back at you and try to not charm him? How
Just-
do I make a roll to make him?
Just
What are you trying to do?
make him like you more.
Yeah.
Just
charming,
just go ahead and make a straight charisma check.
Uh, 20 total.
20 total. As you just kind of like, he seems to appreciate your bravado and your force of personality and your general air, your debonair, swashbuckling kind of air about you. But he doesn't exactly seem enamored with you. He's not in love.
Well, no, I didn't. He's an old. Never mind.
Yeah.
Could I take two? Could I buy 2 hats from you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Which 2 would you like?
I was
This.
gonna buy that one for you.
Oh. That's very
You've been
nice.
spending pretty frugally today. Frugally's the opposite of what I meant.
I'll buy 1.
All right.
I want the snapback.
Okay, you take the snapback, and it is a simple silver with a black brim.
Got it. I'll do that with my like Pokemon stage. Like
I rolled 4 above what there needed to be for the roll in order for snapbacks to exist in Faerun. Congratulations, you have
Essentially created snapback.
get the reality breaking
could I
hat.
also look for just because I really like hats, and since prefer performances.
There's
it would be
basically every TF2 cosmetic.
Is there a hat that's like the winter beanie with the beard attached to it?
Like the like
Like a
Russian
Santa
hat.
Like the wool, like fake beard.
It's an Ushanka.
Wait, really?
Well, that's what the
Dang.
one. The
Lucky,
hunting hat is.
lucky.
Does he have metal helmets? Technically
Yeah,
hats?
there's a side that seems to have more more aggressive type hats, but there is in fact one that
It's
has.
just a hat with a sword
It-
out the
it could
top of it.
There's one that's like a rhino.
But what was the one that I have? Is it just like a muzzle almost?
No,
Is it open?
it's basically like one of those dino hats where it just kind of goes over your face. It doesn't really work because you already have an alligator face, but now you just have an alligator face
Wait.
over your alligator face.
Is it metal?
No.
You don't need one of those.
Oh.
It's
What?
just shaped for the head shape of dragonborn and lizardfolk type beings. It kind of squishes your frills a little bit, but
I need to think of like.
it works.
I don't think I'm ever gonna meet this man again, so I have to like.
I'll be staying in town for a few days, but
Oh, okay.
don't really have anywhere to go.
You heard of Arkenstrom? No.
We should pull an Elvendor and be like, join our party!
He just glitches. He just ceases to exist.
No!
It's the Gmon error test.
Done.
You weren't supposed to bring up Elvendor as he
Cocks a gun.
Wait, where
Just
is it?
feminine like
This-
a
He just like blinks in and out of it.
Anyway,
So is the Robin Hood hat like a pirate hat? Like, is there like a
It's almost a tricorn, but
Um,
smaller and more rounded on the back.
like? Do you know what I'm talking? Like how there's like the point in the front, but then like, yeah, a tricorn.
it's not
not a
tricornered.
it's not
but
tricornered.
it kind of like tapers the front and tapers the back. I can Google image it if you want.
If you don't mind, just so I can get a good. Are you making the right aesthetic choice?
All right, have a look. It's like this. It's where it's.
Oh, cool.
Let me see.
Yeah.
It
We're
like
spending this whole episode talking about
rune,
hats.
RuneScape. Yeah, basically like this.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, Robin Hood hat essentially. This this is a little bit more accurate. Basically,
Ooh,
it's pretty
I
cool.
like that.
Yes,
I'm actually gonna ask for the rhino hat.
the rhino
as
hat.
well.
Okay, as you take a look at it, it's just kind of like it's metallic. It kind of like slots in the front. The eyes of a lizard folk are not in the same position as those of a dragonborn, so when you put it on, you can't see.
I
But
thought he said it was one of the ones that was for.
he's
for-
you gather
a
that he
head
shaped
shape.
them for himself.
Oh.
He's like he like modeled them after his own head. But you're pretty close. Like a human or a half elf could not wear these, but something like a lizard folk could. But essentially it is. There's just that with a slightly curved metal spike protruding from the front, very very much like a rhino. There's a few different like animal type themes to a few of these hats. It's just kind of like
I can see you can't really see out of that. I could modify it and get it back to you in about a day or so. I could have it here tomorrow morning if you're willing to stop by.
If not, you could tell him to leave it at the 7th Street.
Well,
yeah. What do you want to do?
Wooks te poha video. Have a deal.
Okay. As
Deal
you-
is just in English, I guess.
Great. As you kind of like clap, like just gives you like one of the like a
Deal.
not
No,
a
no,
deal
I know,
end, but like
just
a
Wrist grab.
grasps of the forearm.
I
Close
just
enough
kind of
rifle
squeeze it,
mouth.
just kind
We're not bound to this man.
We become one being.
Looking at your cool
Your
hat.
soul is mine.
Looking at your cool hat with the feathers, Simon's gonna go into his bag, pull out a griffin feather, wipe it off, clean it off, stick it in the little band of his hat.
Alright.
I have a goal now. But I also want to ask for one more hat. Do you have, like, the most outlandish, like, Western Stetson? Just
Well-
a very particular chance that I might be able to use it at some point.
This is the third time I've rolled a percentile depending on whether or not this guy has special hats for you. And if I get it, I will kill you. Son of a bitch.
I want that one.
Thank you for picking good dice.
I picked those.
Oh, I thought you...
I'm a fool. As he kind of yes, actually, and brings around to the front. Brings you just kind of a white hat with like a strap kind of around the middle. It's basically Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome style hat,
Awesome.
but it's not quite that ridiculous. It's kind of tall and curls out to the sides at the ends.
Okay. I already paid for it.
Okay, as he takes the silver.
Like just put the snapback and the thing. In
Okay,
the
yeah, they fit, no problem.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, so I want to like lean over to Simon and be like, "What do you think is my spirit animal?"
Pussy.
Peacock.
What is it?
Peacock. You're pretty alpha.
I actually do.
And he turns over to his stall.
Does he
And-
have like fans?
You don't immediately see one here. It seems to be almost exclusively hats. As he pulls over, what is basically a fedora. It's more of a trilby, and it does have a peacock feather emblazoned on it, and it has similar colors. It's kind of like a purple, and it has
I will
a similar.
purchase this if you can teach me how to do the like the cool hand
Fedora
like,
tricks.
like,
I can't really rotate my wrists like that anymore, but you're welcome to have it anyway.
okay, I'll buy it. That was
Alright.
me dying.
As he takes the silver from you again, go ahead and break that off.
You've purchased 5 hats.
I've purchased...
I'm an
Well.
impulse buyer.
I can clearly see you've become possibly my best customer. Well,
I like hats.
is there anything else I can get any of you?
I think we're good.
All right.
I'm gonna
You need to
slide
leave
him...
before I can think of anything else.
I'm gonna
Ramen
just
head.
kind of hand him a gold and say, "Si Nishka Ukir Wooks Irnek."
I understand.
Which is, I shall see you tomorrow, cousin.
All right, as you just kind of and
See you later, cuz.
he tips his Will Ferrell
Pharrell.
hats, his Pharrell Williams hat is just
One day, you guys aren't gonna laugh because these hats are gonna come in you.
Why?
Because I don't know, I'm gonna be mid-battle and it's just gonna be like,
Whoosh.
yeah.
do.
Inspire us with fedora tricks.
he's just kind of like,
Well, thank you very much for shopping with Artorius Salazar. I wish you well.
Wait, can you slow that down?
Artorius Salazar.
Okay, that's a dope name, by the way.
Thank you.
I already forgot what's his first name.
Artorius
Okay.
Salazar.
My handwriting is different.
Oh,
That's weird. I can't write normal. My hands. Okay.
all right. As you see, the general, you guys being interested, this has somewhat interested a small grouping of people, as a few
They're like, oh.
various like less poor looking type people start arriving, just kind of like, oh, and you just kind of like look at that. You see like a kid comes by and like puts on one of the trilbies, and it just kind of like fits over his ears. As he just kind of continue to look like, oh well, and he goes back
comes
to
over, backhand, and he runs away.
The image of Leviticus running through town backhanding every child he sees.
It's just Simon.
He's just Naruto running, but every now and then
I
he
will
like
not sleep
swings.
until Simon gets backhanded by a
it's-
tiefling.
It's one of those moments.
That can be arranged.
Oh.
It's one of those moments where, like, if Kepesk could see Leviticus, they both just like.
Yeah.
glitch
Just
out.
stroke
They
out.
just suck up like a black hole.
It just causes actually a black hole, like when you put two
Like
bag
the
of holding in a bag of holding.
like the human alien hybrid from that one alien sequel that gets like sucked out of the airlock.
Oh god, yeah.
Rip.
Um,
Anyways.
Okay, so as you guys enjoy your new various headwear, what would you like to do?
I want. Oh.
Spend 40 minutes. We've eaten eggs and bought hats.
Yeah.
Could I?
Thank you very much for tuning into this episode of Session Zero.
Honest question.
Non-stop roleplay action.
Out of character, like, do you guys actually want to do anything else? Because I want to do something for now.
Well, Simon's not down with doing another quest because we're about to do a high intensity one.
Yeah.
But-
honestly, I want to.
Y'all can make a good case. He might change his mind, but he's probably too nervous.
Can I make a street performance? Just
Sure, if you want to. As you just kind of like see the opportunity of a small crowd building, like, attention! Immediately pull out whatever your instrument of choice. Go ahead and make a performance check.
okay.
And what instrument are you playing?
Okay, it's gonna be the Cittern. Cittern.
Cittern.
Sitar?
How's it spelled?
Cittern is also.
Sittern.
Saturn.
An N at the end?
Yes.
Oh, Saturn.
Saturn. Who cares?
Anyways, that thing.
Instrument.
But
Ooh,
could I
sorry.
like make it play itself as I do like prestidigitation and like tell the story?
No.
Damn.
I mean,
Can I roll to play it with my chin? Like have it on my lap and like, or like. Is that possible?
no, it isn't.
Dang it.
Damn.
There's no way that you could have the chin dexterity and pointiness to correctly pluck the strings with your chin.
Well, no, just like strum it back and forth. It's like a basic. Like, what is literally-
You're gonna. It's gonna sound awful, look stupid, and hurt your chin. Like
Okay,
your
okay.
chin will be bleeding after a minute.
Oh, okay, I won't. What?
Hey, do you happen to have an instrument with a bow?
I've got one of those. He pulls out a bow. Alex like
Wrong
produces
kind
a
of
bow.
bow.
Boom, boom,
Oh,
boom, boom.
and puts it back.
Unfortunately.
I thought I had a violin, but I don't think so.
It's a short bow.
I mean,
That's what he had. He's hidden. He's got a cloak.
you can. I kind of like pull out the banjo, like. Yeah, I mean, maybe.
I mean, do you have a bow?
Oh. I'm gonna pull out like a crossbow.
You're a bard!
No, I don't have a bow.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's okay. I have a friend. He has a mandolin, but he plays it with a bow. It's kind of interesting, but
That's
Vicious
the
mockery.
best idea I've ever
it's
heard.
pretty. It sounds wonderful.
But no, I'm just gonna play it normally. And
Okay.
just kind of like. Do I need hands to prestidigitate?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It requires somatic components.
Do I need
But-
hands?
With the way it is, you can use this instrument as your spellcasting focus.
I forgot about that.
So you could, as you're playing it, incorporate somatic components along with the playing of this, as long as you're not holding anything other than just this.
No, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Oh!
It just becomes death grips.
And I don't have like a particular song, but I just want to tell.
What kind of tone would you like to?
Play the
Like-
background music from Whiterun.
Like a motivational speech that'll make that just like slowly revs up and people are like,
Like those videos on Facebook of those random guys that are just like,
Jacked.
you
and-
can do anything.
All right, okay,
The
make a
world is
performance check.
yours.
Okay.
They try to keep
It's
you
like a
down.
Hans Zimmer song.
25.
Yesterday you said tomorrow. As you watch as suddenly
I just want like inspiration, integrity.
In Comic Sans.
in bold Comic Sans.
Synergy.
as suddenly with no warning, Dutch. Oh, gotta cut that.
Yeah, sorry.
As cold beer, blue jeans. As with no warning, Dutch pulls out his cittern and begins to strum an inspiring piece, seemingly relevant to hats and the current economy. Somehow managed to
Hats are killing the economy.
somehow manages to talk about both the fall of capitalism and the failings of socialism in the same song. It's really fascinating to listen to. People begin to gather as
There's a sword fight breaks out.
there is a blacksmith nearby who's just kind of like lazy, like ting, ting, like every now and
Keep
again.
the beat going.
You, as you do manage to keep it along with beat, as
Every time you
Artorias,
Oh, cool.
at some point, like, kind of
Parkour.
sees this, looks
God.
around, grabs one of his hats, and just kind of chucks it on the ground. As a few people begin to like put in a few pieces of copper and a few things. As you
Thanks, bro.
eventually
Yo,
gather a small
I
crowd.
inadvertently gave you a hat to tip for coins.
I want to do it at the least, like, not when I'm performing.
Alright.
It's like,
Okay,
to a random
as you
I always accept tips.
as you kind of like sit down, like there's like a little girl who's like she holds a copper, and she's like hands it out to you and just kind of like drops it in your hat. As you have a copper
oh
in your
god,
hand.
I want to shout out to that one.
Wink at her.
I love little girls. as you incorporate that into your song.
I just
Let's go in the
I'm
quotes
sorry.
chat.
Repressed memory. I just remembered that the mariachi band at my favorite Mexican restaurant when I was 6 years old came over in front of me and played Twinkle Twinkle Little Star,
Oh,
and it was really wonderful. I
That's
just
nice.
remembered that.
that's pretty great. As essentially that is recreated as this
Wait, so she puts the copper in, right?
in your hat, and you're now kind of like confused because you're holding your cittern and also a hat with a copper in it, and there's also a hat with copper in it on the
Wait.
ground.
But I want to...
Okay. Can
No,
I give
no, no.
As you just kind of like freeze for a minute, just like done.
No.
Can
I need
like
to do this. I want to... Okay,
can I
so...
give
What do you
some
wanna do?
advice like out
I want to
there?
I want to give her a gold coin somehow.
Oh.
But like, I low key wanted to like, what's behind you? It's a gold coin. Here you go.
Okay.
But like,
Um,
I don't
as
know
you
what
just kind of like
Stop and do that.
you stop, place it back on with the copper under your head. She kind of giggles at the fact that you did something so silly. As you reach behind her ear, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
punch the.
That one. Pop. Just the same thing.
You know your modifiers for those, with the half proficiency and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot. 8, 9, 13.
13. You clumsily hide a coin like in the back of your hand and kind of like reach behind there and pull it out. She's sees you kind of reaching for it and just like, whoa, as she like takes it from your hand. Like, whoa, thanks.
I don't want to continue playing.
Okay, as you continue playing.
Shout out to that kid.
Overall, if you collect the things at the end, your net gain is about -5 silver because you gave a gold coin and also received a few silver. So just mark off 5 silver,
Oh, okay.
and you can remove a gold coin and add silver coins as you please. As you eventually finish up your performance, like if people like, yeah, there's a small round of applause as people continue going about their things. As
Would like to
Artorias
bow extravagantly.
he gets his hat and kind of dusts it all. Like, that was nice, and goes back and sits back.
Just takes all the money in it.
Was
Thanks.
cool. Thanks, guy.
So as you kind of watch this, it's approaching maybe about 10 or so o'clock.
There was a sale on figs.
There was a sale. on
We
figs.
dash to the fig market.
I want to dash to the big market.
Okay,
I want to
as you
The
make your way to
Graham.
Graham, who
Right,
is
the
still
same Graham from
yeah,
that
the
I don't know, but
yes.
Okay.
Well, you've seen this guy, but you
Oh,
haven't
well, yeah.
interacted with him. Not particularly in the need of figs, having already completely stuffed yourself
Was he
to
the
death.
book one, or which one was he?
He
was
was
the one with the apples.
the,
Wasn't
the kind of graying
The one that Orion
man.
paid off.
he? Oh.
Yes.
wait, is there just like a market district?
There's a general kind of area for that. There's a few like cattle things and cattle things. There's a few like bovine and sheep in the kind of general market area. Yes.
No,
No,
go ahead.
go.
Are there any horses?
In this immediate area now.
Gonna buy Blackie too.
Rip
Rip Blackie, by the way.
Yeah, well, you still
Where
don't-
did we leave her?
We still have literally no idea what happened to Blackie.
I forgot
She just
Blackie
phased out of
existed.
existence at some point.
Yeah, we have no idea.
Did we just stop using her? Or...
No, there was just a point where I
Paris
just
got off
described
and
her
forgot.
as you guys were on your feet, so I think we just kind of forgot her somewhere. I don't know. Honestly, I still have no clue.
Alright, you can say we
Last campaign, we lost a horse. We'll suffice it to say that.
We retconned a horse out of
We
existence.
yes,
We did that to Rafe a few
we,
times.
we did that to a lot of
Span of
things.
3 days. Wait a minute.
We
Yeah.
were three.
Yep, that was great.
There's no draconic word for fig, and I'm sad.
Fruit.
We could look for somewhere where you could buy yourself a bow. You seemed interested.
Yeah,
Instrument
that sounds
bow.
that sounds like a good idea.
I don't think that showed up recording.
Oh.
No. Just do a loud whisper because that can't be picked up.
That sounds like a good idea. We should really go do that.
All right. So you wanna look for?
Yeah, I'll
something
look for an instrument.
Okay,
Or an
um,
instrument seller.
Make an investigation check.
Can I help?
Yes.
Okay,
Do it with
well-
advantage.
I really should have done it because I have a modifier of 7.
Dutch is determinedly striding forward. 17. You kind of explore the general area. You see a few, there's a bookstore. There's a few other general areas, but you eventually come to a place that just says Succumber General above the door, and it does appear to be a shop.
I shall go inside.
Okay. As you make your way inside, you see just
Dramatically.
as you enter once again. You look around the general area. General, and you see a lot of simple equipment. Like there are a few simple weapons in a corner. There's like pickaxes and shovels and tools, rope, sacks, all sorts of things that people of a town like this might need. But you don't immediately see any musical instruments, as you see behind the counters is a somewhat fidgety halfling gentleman.
15!
As he's just got kind of like dark hair and is fairly short.
I want to sidle up and...
Okay.
Got any musical instruments?
Well, maybe.
Let me take a look as he just kind of hops down and takes a look around, just kind of like nervously.
If this doesn't work, we should definitely go to the man,
Yes.
the man who we're going to hop dimensions, because didn't he make the harp at the 7th screen?
I think he just enchanted it.
Okay, forget that.
As eventually he takes you.
Yes, we actually do have
A few instruments here. Well, we have this, and he just kind of presents you a small shelf that appears to contain a few things. By the way, Axel is nowhere to be seen at the moment.
No.
As you take a look around, you see like there's a violin. There's what appears to be a partially broken cello, and just there's an accordion and a few similar wind instruments just kind of piled in a corner.
How much for all of them?
All of them.
All of them?
He like looks nervously from them.
Oh,
About 46 gold.
Maybe just get the bow.
yeah. The violin.
All right.
He just grabs the violin and just kind of hands it to you.
Could just buy the bow.
Oh, but it kind of.
Oh, that's fine.
He hands you just a violin.
Oh, okay.
Ask for the bow.
Oh, could I have a bow with it?
What?
The thing that plays the violin.
Is that what that is? Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
As he goes down and just kind of like
Cute.
begins like just kicking things aside. There is, in fact, there's one bow.
Okay.
That a lot of its strings have snapped. It's not in
Okay.
great condition. Just kind of hands it to you.
Yeah.
Just an extra gold.
Okay.
Hands it to you.
How much is the violin itself?
13.
Are you sure you want the violin? You've been spending a lot today.
I'm a grown man.
Make good financial decisions.
Just take the bow, thank you.
All right.
As he takes the violin back.
Would you happen to have any large bottles?
Definitely.
Wait, so
Empty.
he's a halfling, you said.
Yes.
Okay.
As he takes you to a section that has like a shelf of various. Most of them seem to be like alcohol bottles. There's a few like old potion bottles. This is an area where adventurers kind of frequent.
General capacity?
General capacity, 87.5 milliliters.
Nice.
No,
General
I
command.
only need 86.
you gather. Do you want to buy a bunch?
I just want one so I can give Kepesk his water skin back. Put the
Okay.
griffin blood into it.
Okay.
I might buy an extra one just in case.
Okay. Yeah, you grab a couple bottles.
Well, I can give you about half of that for 15 silver.
Sure.
All right. You gather about a gallon's worth of containing bottles and things. You're there holding this assortment of bottles, just kind of like,
Do you want my bag? It can hold a lot.
Oh,
can't pick that up.
It can hold a lot.
Sure. I'll just keep one in my bag.
As the bottles just kind of like disappear into his bag.
I thought I dropped them. I was like, oh.
No, as you watch them just like just disappear into this extra dimensional space.
Is that? That's magical.
Zippers didn't exist.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna straighten up. I want to turn my attention to the store guy. Do you have any beeswax?
Beeswax.
Like solid form
we.
or honey with beeswax in it?
I have honey and I have wax. I don't think I have beeswax.
Do you? Are there bees around here?
Yes, there are bees.
That's all I need to know.
What do you need the beeswax for?
It's just actually good for like if you.
Mind your own beeswax.
That was a good
I'm gonna
one.
put Kepesk is gonna put his hand on the halfling's shoulder and just very gently say, "If pesp dot sepa rahis."
What?
And where I come from, that means calm your soul, halfling.
Oh, that's very nice.
I think you're scaring him a little.
Could you just take your hand? You've
Yeah,
got very
like,
sharp
Very
claws.
slowly, just like lift my.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for entering my store.
Keep up the jokes, because that was really good.
That was a good one.
Really good.
He's nice. We promise.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
Want to join our party? No.
Thank you
Well,
for your services.
Pulls out his great sword. Just kidding.
I happen to be a barbarian.
Thank you for visiting Cumber General. Come again.
Okay.
As he goes back behind his door, he's just kind of like nervously like,
Adorable.
I want to look for bees.
I want to look for bees. Alright. Do you want to exit the town?
This is important.
I'm gonna go to the woods.
Sure.
Okay.
It's good because it's useful. It's basically glue and gum.
Oh, hey. We're on the way.
As you exit the building, just everybody make a perception check.
Oh, we did a lot.
Rip. Rip.
2.
Now 20.
Not 20.
14.
14. Okay. Simon, you happen to spot on your way out just the tiniest little bit of hand just kind of like pressed up as you gather. He's pressed up on the other side of one of the shelves. He's just kind of like flattened up against it as like a shadow that's just kind of attached to you. He just kind of like and is suddenly with you once again as you exit the building. As you just kind of like as if nothing has changed as you make your way out.
Where did you go?
I was around.
I don't think you were.
I disagree.
I just watched you do that.
You didn't see anything.
You couldn't see me.
You didn't know anything. Neither of you know. You have no idea.
Oh.
You did not see this.
I'm not crazy. I just watched.
What?
What's going on?
Maybe I just don't like halflings.
That's pretty not okay, bro.
It's a little bit racist.
A
Let's-
little.
That's not what I meant to say, but that's what I said. But it's not what I meant.
Buddy.
But it's what I said.
Honesty. We worked on this.
What are you, racist?
No,
Yeah, don't.
bitch. Disadvantage. Childhood friend. Don't really want to.
The dude in the store?
That guy?
Yeah.
Would you
I
get yourself?
forget you're not.
Can I insight check him?
Yeah. Go ahead and make an insight check. What do you want to glean from him?
If he's telling the
If he's telling
or
the truth,
not,
yeah.
If that dude is
Go ahead and make an
anything
insight
to
check.
him. Ooh.
What you got?
21.
21.
Ooh.
Do.
Wait. Yeah, 21.
Yeah. As you take a look at them, at him, he seems slightly disturbed, like he's seen a ghost. He seems unsettled, and he does seem to be telling the truth about this particular individual that you came upon.
Okay.
Yeah, he seems fairly disturbed by this.
Alright.
Was that
Sorry, I have so many pages in here. Okay.
What time
Yes.
is it?
8:22.
Okay. As you as he just kind of like looks just kind of sheepishly at the ground as if he's somewhat ashamed of hiding from this as you guys make your way out of the town. You hear just distantly just
I'm gonna investigate
Oh, no.
okay. As you hear the sound of distant explosions from outside of the town.
Outside of
And with that, what are we calling this one?
hats.
Hats. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us. Find out next week when they find the evil necromancer that's casting fireballs outside of the city.
it. Yay.
It's
Okay. Assuming it's night. Good night. Bye.